So, you want to get better for Black Ops Cold War Zombies? You're in the right place. My name's Josh, and in today's video, we're going to go over some of the best tips to help you get better for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. If you're new here, please feel free to subscribe. We just passed the 800 subscriber mark, which is awesome. And also, I live stream almost every night on Twitch, so if you want to, please feel free to go follow and try to join a live stream. Anyways, let's get right into the video, and here's some of the best ways you can get better for Black Ops Cold War Zombies. The first tip for getting better at zombies, especially for Cold War, is going to be learning the map. Now, learning the map is something that sounds pretty simple at first, but realistically it can be a lot, especially think about maps like Origins, where you have so many different parts and things you need to build. So for Black Ops Cold War, the most important thing starting will be to learn the map. And this can go with any other map now, especially if you want to get better at zombies, is to sit down, play a map, and learn it. As you learn a map, you will find out what works for you, what doesn't, and some of the better strategies to play. And this will go hand in hand with Cold War. So when the game first comes out, be on the lookout for tutorials either uploaded by me or uploaded by other YouTubers. This will help you learn specific things like building the shield, or turning on power, or getting Pack-a-Punch, or the upgradable perk system that will be coming into the game. So it's very important to take time and learn the map. And this may be just getting in by yourself and playing the map over and over and over again so you build up this understanding, or watching YouTube videos. There's a lot of people out there who have a lot of time to play the game, and you may not be like that. You may not have hours on hours on hours to sit down and learn every single spawn of every single thing, and that's okay. That's what these videos and tutorials are out here to do, is to help you get better and save you some time. Once you learn a map, we can now move on to tip number 2, which is to practice and practice training. When it comes to learning to train, the best way to do it is start really simple and find a big open area. The best place you can do this at, honestly, is going on Ascension to the second lander area where it's wide open. You'll see gameplay of it right now, and practice training here. This is one of the easiest spots in game to train. If you don't have Ascension, find a map that's similar, that has a big open area where you can practice training. And you're slowly going to realize different routes you run, what you can do when the zombies come at you, and get better at keeping the zombies controlled. Because once you're able to do this, this will give you much more flexibility in your gameplay. You can build up zombies, get a horde. Let's say you run out of ammo on a late round and you need to get a Pack-a-Punch. You train your zombies up, go hit the box, see if you can get a reroll for a Thunder Gun. Once you become more comfortable with your training abilities, then you can move into smaller and smaller areas to practice your training. And as you do this, you'll get more and more comfortable with your ability as a trainer. And this will be really helpful, especially if you like to play with your friends. If you have 4 people, there's not enough room on a map for everyone to train in really big open areas like there is on Ascension. So this will help you get better and say, hey, I can let my friend go train in this large open area, and I'm a little bit more comfortable with my training skills, so I can go in one of these tighter areas where there's a little bit less room, but I know I can still survive. An example of this is the power room on Ascension. It's a very small area, but as you get better and better with training, you'll notice that you can actually train there and stay alive. And honestly, the biggest thing when it comes to training is practice, practice, and practice. The more you do it, the better you're going to get at it, and the easier it will become. Once you get better at training, we can move on to tip number 3, which is playing more challenging maps. You'll start to notice that as you've gotten better at playing zombies, that a lot of the easier maps just become too easy, and you're not really getting better by playing those maps. For example, Revelations, it's a very fun map. It's really easy to get to high rounds, and it really doesn't help you get better at zombies. You can sit on Revelations and sit in a corner with the Apothicon Servant and shoot it at the ground and get to around 150. It's really easy, but that's not going to help you get better at zombies. The way you're going to get better at zombies is going into a map like Noct or Verrückt and sitting there and really challenging yourself and seeing how well you can survive in an area that's small and that's bare bones. But remember, you don't want to do this until you get some of the fundamentals down. So that's going to be learning the map and getting better at training. You don't want to hop into Noct or Verrückt without being able to train. You're going to get on the map and you're not going to do well, and you're going to hate the experience. So it's really important that you nail down the fundamentals first. And once you nail down these fundamentals, then you can hop into some of these harder maps and really start to challenge yourself. And you'll notice that after a few times of playing some of these harder maps, you're going to go back into a map like Revelations or Ascension, and you're going to realize how much easier it is now that you've been challenging yourself. When it comes to challenging yourself, You can do this with other people. It doesn't have to be by yourself, which leads us into our next tip, which is find a good group of people to play with. Having a good group of people to play with can really elevate your zombies experience. When you have a group of friends to play with, you can help each other get better and build off each other. This is extremely important because playing solo, though it is fun, it can be draining and it's really hard to play non-stop when you're playing by yourself. And I get that some people like to play solo. I do it all the time, but having that good group will keep you coming back to the game. And if you need people to play with, feel free to come by my stream or talk in the comments or in chat and try to find people that are open to play. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there that are willing to play, including myself. Having a group to play with goes hand in hand with our next tip, which is play more zombies. The only way you're actually going to get better at playing zombies is to sit down and play zombies. I know how simple it is and how easy it sounds, but having a group can really help you do this, or just playing on your own. One of my favorite things to do when I'm just hanging out is just to turn on some chill music or open up some streams and sit down and play. This is the best way for you to get better at zombies. And this is going to take some time. You're not going to become a pro overnight, but if you do these things, you're going to get better and better at zombies. And lastly, tip number 6, the most important tip of all, do not die over a fire cell. It's not worth getting a crappy gun out of the box for you to go down and lose all your perks. I've seen so many people die this way. Trust me, it's not worth it. And that's all we have for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you have any comments or suggestions, leave them down below. I am trying to improve my content, so any feedback is greatly appreciated. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to do so. We are on the way to 1,000 subscribers. And if you want to come watch a live stream, the link is down in the description below. If you made it this far, I really appreciate it, and have a good day.